Hi, I'm Becky Lodge, the founder of StartUp Disruptors, an inclusive and progressive online community of entrepreneurs from across the UK who actually want to come together to start and scale up their businesses from home. So we've got another fantastic member with us today, a lovely gentleman called Alan Edwards, who runs a company called Alpus Group. And Alan's just popped in today just to talk a little bit about how he started up his business and also what he does to help people with their property needs. So over to you, Alan. If you'd just like to introduce yourself briefly and tell people a little bit about your company, that would be great.
Sure. Hi, Becky. Thanks for the invitation. And I'm pleased to tell you a little bit about Alpus Group. We're established in the UK and also in Slovenia. So from our EU company, we can do work anywhere in the EU as well. We also work outside the EU in European countries such as Macedonia. I was working there until last year. And also in the Middle East. We're setting up a joint venture company in the Middle East. This will be for investments in the UK. So foreign investors interested in investing in property development and investment in the UK. So basically, I've spent all my life working in construction in different roles for contractors, then for consultants and for clients. I've worked for some quite big consultants such as Arup and ACOM, and I've worked for infrastructure companies like Transport for London and Docklands Light Railway. I've been involved in some quite major infrastructure projects such as the Docklands Light Railway, Stratford International Extension in the lead up to the Olympics 2012. And I worked all over the UK in these different roles, working on building projects which usually involve the transformation of a site from one purpose to another. So it might be a vacant plot of land, which is either greenfield or brownfield land, which subject to the planning permission can be developed into something of use for a company like a sponsoring company or the community. Like I've done lots of residential housing in London, retail projects all over the UK. That was for a supermarket company, Fine Fair, and Associated British Foods. Also done lots of office building in London when that was needed during the 1980s. And also infrastructure projects like railways and port infrastructure. So there isn't anything basically that we can't do. And what I've been able to do is get financial backing to do projects. And what we always aim to be is transparent about what we do. So everything we do is to the highest quality standards and basically to work with integrity with owners and partners alike to get good returns for shareholders and good returns for our clients as well.
So I can imagine when you're looking at this type of project, because obviously you're vastly experienced in looking at a site and obviously seeing how it can be transformed, and obviously then looking at the funding in order to get that in for an investment panel who are coming into Britain for the first time or might be local. Yeah. But what do you think most people sort of get wrong when they're kind of looking at this, maybe from if it's a personal investment rather than a professional investment? Because obviously you deal with both sides of sort of personal residential development and also commercial. So if somebody was personally looking for something to invest in, what would your advice be on that?
I would be looking at what the purpose of the investment was. If it's for return on your savings, I'd be looking for a sound investment in a good area for whatever the purpose of the building is. For example, if you're looking to get a buy-to-let investment, you'd be looking at somewhere that has suitable clients for the type of building that you've got. So you can choose from different sorts of tenants, different sorts of occupants, and you just need to be sure that whatever you're investing in, it will give you the required return. So what we can usually do is ascertain what return that would be, because we use software that evaluates the development value, or the value of a particular site. So if you said to me, for example, you had a prospective house that you wanted to buy as an investment, and it was going to cost you £300,000 for a certain square meterage, I could tell you quite quickly whether that was a good deal in the area that you're looking at. So we use software to evaluate basically anywhere in the UK. We can come up with what is the right residential value. So I could tell you whether you're buying at below market value, or if you're actually being offered something above the market value. So basically, by calculating the rental returns in that area, we can also tell you whether you're likely to get a return. Just to give an example, usually the returns in London are less than they are in some of the provincial cities, and probably the highest returns at the moment are in the northwest, in places like Liverpool, Manchester. So depending on where you want to invest, we can give you a good idea about anything that you might want to ask us about.
And typically, if somebody was to do that, just say for a single property, for example, how much would that cost? Is it sort of like a one-off charge that you would cost it out as, or would it be a percentage charge of the value of the property? How would you normally charge for that?
Usually it's related to the value of the property, but it's justified on the basis that you know that you're not going to be overpaying for a start, and quite likely we can help you to identify somewhere that is under the market value.
Yeah, so that's really interesting. I think for a lot of people, if they're looking, because money is getting no return in savings accounts at the moment, I think there's, with the staycations and the property boom, people are thinking about holiday lets and other things from a residential personal point of view. But it's interesting you're talking about some of the panel work that you're doing with overseas investors as well, which is really kind of interesting stuff. So if people want to find a bit more about your company, how do they find out a bit more about the services that you provide, Alan?
Yeah, we've got a website, www.alpusgroup.com, and there's a link on there. There's contact numbers. You can just drop me an email, alan@alpusgroup.com, or give me a call, and I'd be glad to give you some advice just on what the next best steps are for whatever your desired investment or query is.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. Thank you so much. It sounds like one of those areas where you think you know enough about it, and then you kind of realise you know nothing.
Yes,
so yeah, it's amazing what you don't know, as the saying goes. So yeah,
even after the experience that I've got over many years, you still find surprises come up, because every project you look at is different, and even something that's being portrayed as below market value needn't necessarily be below market value.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sources of information.
There's some black magic, I think, in the art of pricing sometimes in Britain on property, for sure.
Right.
But thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you taking the time out. For more videos like this, please do follow our social media channels, search StartUp Disruptors, or have a look at our website, startupdisruptors.co.uk, for more information and to join up from £19.99 a month. We give you community, coaching and support, and we would love to have you on board if you'd like to join us. Thank you so much, Alan, for taking the time to talk to me today, and we look forward to seeing you at another one of our online meetings soon. Thanks everybody that's watching. Take care. Bye bye for now.